When I moved to Japan over 10 years ago, the first market I went to was the Boroichi flea market in Setagaya. I loved seeing the variety of Japanese antiques and traditional crafts available. Back then, I knew what I liked, but didn't know exactly what I was looking at. After years here, learning about and appreciating Japanese antiques and pottery, I feel less overwhelmed by the selection. So let me take you through this market so you know what to expect if you ever visit. Let me show you why this humble gathering of objects still matters in one of the most futuristic cities in the world. Boroichi literally means rag market, which describes what was originally sold at the first market held in 1578. This was the Sengoku period in Japan, a difficult period of unrest and shifting power. Setagaya at that time was farmland, shrines, and a community that lived close to the land. Local lords permitted farmers and townspeople to gather and trade goods at the end of the year. Scraps of cloth that could be used for mending, straw mats, household items and tools were sold. The idea was simple: clear out the old, prepare for the new year, and do not waste what still has value. And so twice a year, on December the 15th and 16th, and January the 15th and 16th, the market returned. Year after year, century after century. What began as a farmer's market slowly became a place for antiques, textiles, folk crafts, ceramics, prints, tools, toys, and everyday ephemera. Objects that don't quite belong in a museum, but don't deserve to disappear either. The street stretches long and narrow, lined with hundreds of stalls, some beautifully curated, and others gloriously chaotic. One of the most exciting things about Boroichi is that it resists easy categorization. Food stalls and handmade items are mixed in with antiques and locals who have brought items from their homes that they no longer need. The market harks back to a time of make, do and mend. A time in Japan where people had the skill to make their own clothes and tools. Some might say that mending an object might even increase its value, since it then becomes unique. In a culture often associated with perfection and precision, there is also an equally strong respect for impermanence. Nothing lasts, so take care of what you have. Boroichi is this philosophy spread out on tables. What has remained throughout the years, it seems, is a sense of community and a pride for this long-running tradition. These objects, in some cases, have outlived their owners. They have crossed generations. They have survived being useful. Buying something here can feel like a small act of responsibility. You are not just acquiring an object, you're agreeing to continue its life. Boroichi reminds me that value can be accumulated through time, use, care and repair. Well-made objects that have stood the test of time deserve a kind of respect that we do not typically place on poorly made, mass-produced throwaway items of today. The market is such a beloved tradition in Tokyo, I think because of its continuity and its ability to bring people together to appreciate the simple things in life.